Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we want to discuss the polynomials. Polynomials. Let's quickly introduce that. A polynomial refers to the sum of separate terms of positive powers of a variable with a constant term. This constant may be zero, it may not be zero. Now let's continue. For example, if we have 4x cubed minus 8x squared plus 2x plus 1. We are having the terms to be 4x cubed, 8 minus 8x squared plus 2x, and these are the terms. And if you watch, the powers are positive. The powers are positive. This is raised to power 1. And the constant term is 1. This constant term, like I said, may be 0, may not be 0. We can have it to be this. Plus 0. And when it's 0, there is nothing to write. This is also a polynomial. And these coefficients may also be 0. So we can decide not to have a term if 4 is supposed to be 0. That means if the coefficient of x cubed is supposed to be 0, we will only have minus 8x squared plus 2x. And that reduces the terms we are having. Okay. So now let's discuss the degree of a polynomial. The degree of a polynomial actually refers to the highest power of the polynomial. For example, in this first example, we have that it is of the third degree. Third degree. In this last example, we are having that it is of the second degree. And we have also seen that all our quadratic equations are polynomial of the second degree, and all cubic equations are polynomial of the third degree. Likewise, all linear functions are polynomials of the first degree. So a linear function is written as, since it is a polynomial of the first degree, so we can have minus 2x plus 1. We can have x plus 1. We can have x plus 3. We can have 4x plus 2. All these are linear, and they are first degree. So once the power, it's important to note that a polynomial must have a positive power. All the terms must have positive powers. And if they are having positive powers with a constant term, that constant term may be 0 or not. Another thing to note here is that the coefficient too may be 0 or not. If the coefficient is 0, the term that its coefficient is 0 will no longer be there. For example, here we are having the term 4x cubed, and when we say this 4, let it just be 0 so that the coefficient of x cubed will become 0. We'll have that. We no longer have the term of x cubed there. It will disappear. Not necessarily disappear. 0 times any number is 0, so it actually disappeared. Okay, then we now discuss the degree of the polynomial. We say that the degree refers to the highest power of that polynomial. For example, if we have the highest power to be 3 as the first case, we say is of the third degree. If we have the highest power to be 2, we say is of the second degree. And if we have the highest power to be 1, we say it is of the first degree. And we ended up saying that all cubic functions are polynomials of the third degree. All quadratic functions are polynomial of the second degree, and all linear functions are polynomial of the first degree. Okay, now let's try the general form for a polynomial in x of the nth degree. So we can say that that special polynomial can be written as axn plus an minus 1 xn minus 1 plus every other thing till we reach to a1 x plus a naught. Okay, this is the general form. In this case, the degree of this polynomial is n, and the coefficients of the variables there are an minus 1, so many others that are not written out. A1 are the coefficients. They are the coefficients of the variables. And the constants, and a naught becomes the constant, is the constant term, the constant term, the constant term, where we say that this constant may be 0, the coefficient may also be 0. I'll repeat again. If the coefficient becomes 0, that term disappears. If the coefficient becomes 0, that term disappears. If the constant becomes 0, that means we no longer have a constant term. For example, when we have this example on the board, minus 8 raised to power 2 plus 2x. Okay. Now, it is also important to know that it must not have a negative power. For example, when you have 2x raised to power minus 2 plus 4x plus 2. Once this happens, once you have it, it is no longer a polynomial. And so many other examples. The polynomial of the fifth degree must have the highest power to be 5. Of the sixth degree must have the highest power to be 6. Of the 99 degree must have the highest power to be 99, and so on. So with that, we have quickly introduced the polynomials, and in our next video we'll be doing the addition and subtraction of polynomial. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.